Have you ever reached a point in your life where you thought that your best days were behind you and that things that you'd hoped for, prayed for, or even believed that were promises that God had spoken to you haven't occurred, so you've given up? We're going to talk about that today. If you don't know who I am, my name is Cheryl Thomas, and welcome to Matcha Ministry, where we go over life applications of biblical truths. So if you can relate to my first statement of feeling or fearing that the promise that God has spoken over your life won't come to pass, you're in good company. In today's lesson, we're talking about Abraham and God's promise to him and Sarah for a son, and not just a son, but to be the father of nations, and to wait and to wait and to not see that happen. To be at 90 years old with the promise that you're going to be the father of many nations and to not have a single seed. And then to get discouraged and take matters in your own hand, as Sarah did when she offered Hagar to Abraham, to say, hey, perhaps we can do this ourselves. Maybe God needs some help to have Ishmael, but that's still not the promise. I don't know where you are in life. I don't know what promise that God has spoken of your life that may not have happened yet. What dream you've had in your heart that may not have happened yet. I want to encourage you today that God is faithful to every promise that He's spoken over your life. It may not come overnight. It may not come in weeks and months. It may take years for that promise to be fulfilled and manifest in your life. But my encouragement to you today is to be faithful in the process, because what happens in the process gives you the stamina to hold and to secure the promise. So no matter where you are, trust and know God is faithful. He knows, He watches over His word to perform it. So if He's given you a promise, just rest secure, because the God who created the heavens and the earth and everything that lives in it is faithful to watch over the word that He's planted in your life to make sure it comes to pass. And if this quick word has been a blessing to you, first of all, I want you to share it with someone who's waiting on a promise, who may be feeling doubtful, who may not be feeling very hopeful about it, so that you would encourage their hearts to know that God is faithful and that the promise and that blessing is on the way. And also, if you've enjoyed this quick excerpt, this takeaway from our weekly Bible studies that we do on every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on YouTube and Facebook, live Bible study, I want to invite you to join me there. The link to join is going to be in the description, in the comments, or somewhere around here. But I pray over your life today that God would give you the strength, the hope, and the courage to wait faithfully on Him, because He's faithful to fulfill all of His promises to you. God bless you, and we'll look forward to seeing you next Tuesday.